to me like.
You've heard the term cyberbullying, emotionally abusive behavior online, name calling, ghosting could fit in that. That's why I did a little mini book on ghosting. And hi, it's Dr. Greg Jantz, founder of the Center, A Place of Hope. As a counselor, I can tell you that cyberbully behavior and its effects on our mental health is real. Cyberbullying, you think of the cyberbully person. I'm going to say that they are generally quite low self-esteem and fragile ego. And so they're going to have an attempt to harm others and do things online that they could not and would not do in person. So it's a false courage online, and a false attack online versus they take on a different persona. So a definition of cyberbullying I have written down for us. Cyberbullying is a form of harassment that takes place online, including threatening messages, defamation, exclusion. It comes in many forms. Sometimes it's subtle, but if it's repeated, cyberbullying. Wow. Okay, so if you think about who's at risk, well, it's anybody online. We all probably got a little bit of this. And I think kids can be a target, adults can be a target. And there are those that are particularly vulnerable in social media, and a predatory cyber abuser finds them, and it's very damaging. So what's some of the mental health effects? I just have a couple here to share in our short time together. Anxiety and depression. Cyberbullying, like other forms of bully behavior, degrades our sense of self, and eventually we develop a lot of self-doubt that leads to anxiousness and depression. And there's times where one can feel a sense of betrayal and such deep woundedness with cyberbully behavior and rejection. It's very, I just want to say it again, it's very real, and the pain is real. You can then further isolate. If you've been a victim of cyberbully behavior, you isolate and you pull back, you pull away from relationships. And that could be not just online relationships, but real-time relationships, because you feel hurt, you feel unworthy. There are steps you can take. Obviously, we need to block anybody that's cyberbullying. But I just want to also say there's times the wound is so great. The wound is so great that you will end up feeling um, pain that doesn't go away. You can't seem to shake it off, and you've internalized it, and it's very painful, very hurtful. Cyberbullying behavior. There's times we need to reach out, gather a little more information, and perhaps even get some help. I've got some great resources in the various books that I've done.
Man, I've been on mute the whole time. Ugh. All right, let's try this again. Let me say hi to everyone. Hi, Sly Angel, Yarn, True Texan, Rody Gal, Victoria, Jason, Kaylee, Yankee Gal. She's not a murderer. Um, Mark, Jason, Sweet Misery, Kitty. Uh, did I forget anyone? Who knows? Oh, who knows? I think I missed you last time. Uh, Kaylee, Sly, APB out on Sly, and we found her. They had to drag her in. Kitty, I think I got everyone. Okay, Yarn, I was talking about you last night. All this racism talk. I'm like, where's Yarn? So, but we'll talk about that later. I apologize, you guys couldn't hear my whole speech. So let me start again. I was cruising the YouTube streets and found out that a YouTuber who has an influential YouTuber who has truly made a difference in the world, um, unalived herself due to partly and due to online harassment. Now, what I learned from the husband, she also had autism and bipolar. That is not a good combination. And I would imagine that's pretty hard to live with. However, hey, East Coast. However, even being hard to live with, the online bullying pushed her over the edge. This is a girl with 2.5 million subscribers, her own foundation that she started at 20 years old. She had a husband, she had a young daughter. To me, it goes to show that you never know what someone is going through in their personal life. Because I didn't know she had autism. I didn't know she had bipolar. I didn't know until the husband said it. And I'm going to play that video. So you just never know what someone's going through when you sit there and harass them on a daily basis. And I'm speaking on this not only for Brittany, but I've been there. I know what it's like. I was a target, just like Brittany, for 2, 3 years, except CPS wasn't called on me once, it was called on me 5 times, with one of them being the most horrific fucking allegations ever. So I get it. I know what it's like. And I used to tell people, let them come after me because I'm not gonna do anything to myself. Like, I'm fine, I can handle it. Hey, a million different reasons. I can handle it, and it's better me than somebody that can't handle it. There was another girl in the community who I'm not gonna mention her name, but you guys will know who I'm talking about. She she was a bully at one point. Hey, hot mess. She was. She went after a lot of people. Hey, burden of proof. She went after a lot of people. Oh, boy, I thought her husband said bipolar. I don't know. I will play the video again. And she ended up unaliving due to an overdose. Whether it was intentional or not, who knows? But she was being harassed, and there's a lot of drug addicts in this community. So they may not wanna unalive themselves knowingly, but it could be unknowingly. It could be that they start doing drugs again, that you know, um, they've been off drugs or alcohol. Now, before everyone starts thanking me for covering this, I wanna let you guys know this goes across the board. This goes against any creator. I don't care who it is. This goes against people who go after QB every fucking day, people that are now going after Clue every fucking day, people that go after Britney. This is across the board. So I just want to make that clear, and I want everyone to understand that. I'm not playing favorites. I'm not saying it's right for one and not right for the other. It's wrong all across the board. So I just want to make that clear because I don't want anyone to be like, well, she said that. No, this goes across the board. I don't think it's right for anybody to talk about anybody every single day or every single time they go live. And then you get the subs worked up, and then you get this one worked up, and then you get worked up, and it doesn't matter who it is. It just doesn't. So that's my preface on this video. So this girl, again, was young, beautiful, had she was planning her life. Seemed like she had a nice husband, beautiful young daughter. I don't think her subs probably knew what she was going through. And unless she talked to it, now I didn't follow her continually, but anyone that did, if there's anyone in here that did follow her continually, um, you can let me know. Did she talk about her autism or her mental health, or she never spoke about it? That I don't know. I mean, I've never heard her talk about it, but I didn't watch her, all the time. So according to the husband, first it was online cyberbullying. And then he says that in the end, it turned out to be her close friends or people, I'm assuming parasocial relationships. And she thought that it was like she had nowhere to go anymore. And it's just truly sad. Truly sad. All right, let me get the husband's video. If you let folks know that's true too, True Texan. That's a good point. True Texan makes a really good point. Let's be honest, if you let folks know what you're going through on here, they use it to kick you when you're down, and that sucks. That is so true. All right. Now, what I happen to love about what they did, so they have a fundraiser that goes through YouTube. That's how um respected their nonprofit was, that it actually goes through YouTube. So that's amazing. And you'll see what I mean in a second. This is what I mean about it goes through YouTube. So they've raised 130,000 so far. I think it's ongoing. But I would love to have a nonprofit I could do that with. All right. So it's about 11-minute video. Let's listen to what happens.
I just want to start this video out by saying parental advisory. This is not a video for children. And a trigger warning. Some of the things you're about to hear are going to be.
I agree. Trigger warning. I also want to say he's the one that found her. He, thank God it was him and not the daughter, but he's the one that found her. Very emotional video. So grab the Kleenex, because if you didn't cry first, you might cry after watching this, after listening.
Be triggering for some people. I don't have approval from the board to make this video, but I have to say what needs to be said. I have to. This is a video I never planned on making, and it's completely devastating having to sit down and write this out. But a couple days ago, Michaela Rains passed away. This is the most hurtful and difficult time of my life, so please bear with me as I try to read this through the tears. Michaela was the most bright and shining example of what you could accomplish if you really set your mind to something. She was never held back by ideas that everyone else considered unrealistic. As many of you know, she was on the autism spectrum, and while that made her life very difficult, it allowed her to hyper-focus on one thing, and that one thing was obviously animals.
Okay. Now, for anyone that doesn't know about autism or have an autistic child, autistic kids, and I say kids only because, I have one, I babysit one. They hyper focus on stuff. And I know, like, when Phoenix was younger, he would be like, "Mom, mom, mom, Phoenix, you don't have to tell me 5 times. I heard you the first time. Mom, no, I got to tell you, Phoenix, you have to wait 5 seconds. No, mom, I need to tell you now." That's what they do. The kid that I'm a nanny for does the same thing. I'm like, "Sabby, you already told me," but they do. They hyper focus. So if you never dealt with a kid with autism or even an adult with autism, you wouldn't understand that. That's what he's talking about.
From a young age, she dedicated every waking hour of her life to helping them, whether it was helping a snapping turtle cross the road or saving 500 foxes from a terrible fur farm. She was never in it for fame, money, or personal gain. She was truly one of the most selfless people I have ever known. She put the animals' well-being over her own time and time again. She would forgo sleep, eating, and showering if there was an animal that needed her help. And it was not just foxes. I've seen her help birds, reptiles, sheep, squirrels. I truly believe when it came to animals, she could do anything. She would build the strongest bonds with all of the animals here, constantly working to earn their trust and create a lasting connection. Every single animal here just lost their best friend. And over the course of her life, she was responsible for saving into the 4 figures of animals, and all of your support made that possible. She would always love the letters that you would send, the pictures and paintings that the children made, and the kind words and comments in your posts. Her words were heard by millions and has affected more lives personally than I could ever hope to count. She was not just a rescuer, but an advocate. Her legacy is Save a Fox. And despite her being the most important part of that, I am not going to let it stop here. I will do whatever I can to see Save a Fox keep moving forward to save as many lives as possible. I gave Michaela all of my love and energy, and I will do the same with this rescue going forward. As long as you are all here to support us, we can do this. And I will try to keep the content coming since that is such an important part of our funding. As long as you all can continue donating, interacting online, buying merch, and coming here for tours, we can continue to help the many helpless animals that need us and educate and bring awareness to everyone. This is what Michaela would want, and I have to see her goals and dreams be realized. Aside from being the amazing superhero of animals, Michaela was also a wonderful wife and a caring mother. Every day I would wake up to a list from her on exactly what we needed to accomplish in the day. Her work ethic was, for lack of better words, relentless. But we did everything together. Despite her pouring out all of her love for the animals, she still found some love to give to me. I have never shared a bond with anyone the way I have with her. We spent nearly every moment of every day together. And now half of me is missing. Sorry. She had so many lofty goals and aspirations, and she would push and push until it got done. But despite all of this, she was a best friend to Freya. And every day she would teach her how to interact with respect and care for the animals here. They would go on pony rides together, swing in the fox yards, and take care of Freya's little cockroaches. The first thing Freya would want every morning is mommy. But through all of this, for her entire life, she struggled. She struggled with autism, with depression, with borderline personality disorder, and more. She was always in and out of different kinds of therapy, trying various mood stabilizers and meds, but nothing really seemed to help. Simple tasks were hard for her. Looking at her from the outside, you could never tell what was going on in her head, but even just socializing would send her over the edge. Looking at a cluttered restaurant menu would make her just want to leave. And wearing the jeans that she loved would give her so many sensory problems that it could ruin her entire day. And if you follow her personal page, she loved helping educate people about the problems that she and others faced on a daily basis. She would stay up late at night writing away about things out of her control and how she would attempt to cope with them. She made posts and discussed autism awareness so that it could be spread and help everyone understand just how difficult life can be for those on the spectrum. And she was so sensitive to everything, which is a double-edged sword because on one hand, it allowed her endless empathy for those in her care, but it also means that she took everything negative to heart. And now I want to talk about how words, whether spoken in person or written online, can affect someone. For a few years, a group of people had been throwing dirt on Michaela's name and the rescue. Most of these are people she knew, and some of them are other animal sanctuaries. They consistently spread ridiculous claims and rumors, and being the sensitive human that she was, Michaela took it all to heart. And it hurt her. It hurt her a lot. But she pushed through. For years, she pushed through the pain of people trying to bring her down and the mental challenges she faced. And she still rescued hundreds of animals and changed the lives of so many. But recently, more of the rude words, accusations, and name-calling came from some of those she considered close friends. I think all of this stems from jealousy and envy. But she felt as if the entire world had turned against her. She had always battled with borderline personality disorder causing emotional instability, as well as impulsive behaviors. But this time it went too far. She couldn't bear what she was feeling any longer. And she ended her life. And it breaks my heart that someone who is selfless and devoted her life to animals could have so much negativity pointed at her. Why? That's all I can ask is why. In a world that's filled with darkness, she was just light. She was just light. And to those of you that pushed her to this, every one of you that had been responsible for making her feel this way, I wish you had to see me find her. And I wish you had to watch me perform CPR on her for 15 minutes until the first responders arrived. And I wish you had to watch helplessly as paramedics attempted to revive her lifeless body. And I wish you had to hear the screams and the cries of her family. I wish you had to see tiny, heartbroken Freya try to understand why she could never see her mommy again. I wish you understood what you were doing before you did it, before it had to go this far. And I wish you understood that words do have real and terrible consequences. If you only have negative garbage to say, just shut up. And if you are feeling lost and hopeless, please reach out to someone, whether it's friends and family or calling a hotline. And to everyone else, please keep an eye on those around you. Look for the signs because they are there. Do something or say something before it's too late. But despite this being the biggest loss of my life and feeling like I have a literal hole in my chest, I will not let Michaela's light be extinguished. And I won't let negativity win. And I won't let her mission fall apart. I am going to continue to push to rescue the remaining fur farm foxes, and after that, save as many animals as possible. But I will need your help. As long as you guys will continue to support all of us here at Save a Fox, we will keep pushing forward. I'm confident we can bring more light to this world, and we'll be doing it for Michaela. For now, we all just need some space and some privacy, but I'll soon discuss a day where everyone can come here and pay their final respects. And I'm just going to end it with, I love you, Michaela. I will always love you so much. And I miss you.
The last 5 minutes had me crying twice. I told you guys it was a tough video, but it was a real video. And I think he said some truly important messages. And so did the doctor that I played in the beginning. And that was cyberbullying comes from insecurity. And if you look at the people that keep going after Britney, they all follow the same pattern of insecurity. The daughter is very young. The daughter is like 2 or 3. At least that's what she looked like. Um, Hang on one second. He put most of the videos on private or members only. So yeah, she the daughter was fairly young. I mean, she was only 29. But the doctor had said that it stems from insecurity. And I look at the people that go after people every day, and yeah, it it is insecurity. And you can see that by looking at them. And you could see from the way they act, from the way they talk, that it is about insecurity. And that's all that they have is I mean, even if you like listen to Clue and stuff, you can hear it's the insecurity in her. And it's like she's almost in like a competition with Britney, the way she talks sometimes. It's very weird. When I was fighting with Sinner, there were things I said about him and QB. And just I just wish people would start to realize that you have no fucking idea what someone is going through in their personal life. You have no idea what is going to push someone over the edge. And maybe you don't care. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe you just don't give a fuck. But you need to, because not everybody can put on a happy face. Hey, Noni, not everybody could eh, could get through it. As a matter of fact, what's her name? I want to say Plunger, but it's not Plunger. What the hell's her name? You guys know what I'm talking about. Uh, what is her name? It's not Plunger. Um, True Crime Girl. Plunder. I don't know why I kept saying Plunger. Plunder. She actually is smart. She doesn't read her comments at all. That's how, after Molly doxed her years ago, she just stopped reading her comments. And I wish I would have stopped reading my comments a long time ago because it really does make a difference in when you just don't look at it at all. And I really think that when you hit 2.4 million subscribers, don't read your comments because you're always going to have some assholes. You're always going to have, some dickhead that's got to be negative, that's got to be horrible. And it's if you're the type of person that focuses on it, it's going to affect you 100%. I'll tell you guys a story that I never told you guys before. 2 years ago when Phoenix started school, he found a way to not have to buy textbooks or whatever. He was known all over college. Like, he was the man. He had more friends than he ever had in his life. He was so happy, like, he was so popular as a freshman in a new school in a new state. Well, that comes with a price because when you earn that kind of popularity, people wanna drag you down, and that is exactly what happened. And I was so fucking worried that my son was not gonna be able to handle the rumors, the lies, everything. When he came home that summer, I cried. Like, I did not know what I was gonna do. I found the woman on social media who's the mother, very rich woman, of the girl that started this horrible, horrific rumor about Phoenix, and I contacted her, and I said, "Look, I don't know what the fuck your daughter is doing, but this is bullshit. Your daughter is spreading rumors that my son did, try to hurt her and blah, blah, blah." And she actually accused him of like groping him, groping her. It was bad. I said, "I will fucking sue you." I didn't say fucking, but I wrote this long letter. I said, "I will bring you to court." Said, "I know my son. My son didn't lay a hand on your daughter." I said, "Why she's doing this, I do not know." The woman came back and said, "My daughter would never lie about it." I said, "Your daughter did lie." I said, "I know my son." Needless to say, he went back to school the following year. She apologized. All the rumors were done, but it took a big fucking toll on him, a big toll. And I just thought of all these people that get bullied in school and get all these false rumors. Thankfully, he handled it like a champ and it didn't affect his studies and it didn't, affect him. But I told him what goes up must come down and people are going to be fucking jealous. I mean, he got kicked out of a fraternity. Now he's the president of another fraternity, but he literally got kicked out of a fraternity and banned from fraternity campus because they thought he tried to hurt this girl. It was bad. I mean, bad, bad. And, Phoenix was shocked that I found the mother on social media. I said, "What's her name? Get me her name." I said, "Believe me, I'm going to find her real quick." And I did. Very wealthy, wealthy. I mean, the house was like fucking amazing. But I mean, she could sue me in 2 seconds. Like, if she would have said, "Yeah, we can go to court," I would have been screwed because, I mean, you could tell she had buco bucks. She probably has a lawyer in her back pocket. But I was like, "Phoenix, I don't care. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna scare her, and we'll see what happens." And sure enough, it worked. Thank God. But I told him, "Do you wanna switch schools? Do you want to," when you have that kind of popularity initially and you're an autistic kid, his brain, it was like he's never had so many friends in his life. He's never had so much respect in his life. So, I mean, you guys all know Phoenix. He can get annoying. And, he's been a loner a lot. So this was like, whoa. And I was so worried for him the whole summer. I was so worried that, when he went back to school, something was going to happen. And I kept telling him, "We can switch schools. We'll do this. We'll do that." And he was like, "No, Ma, I'm fine. I promise I'm fine." "Okay, Phoenix, you don't want to self-harm, like, no." He goes, "I want to hurt them." I said, "Okay." But I was fucking petrified. But now everything is fine. But, and he told me, he's like, "Thank you for reaching out to her because I really think that changed it." And I said, "I certainly hope so." But it's just one of those things. So, people just like nobody at school knows that Phoenix has autism. He did not want anyone to know. That was his thing, not to tell anyone. He wanted to break away from autism or the label of autism. I said, "Yeah, but Phoenix, people should know why you're a little off. Why you're a little socially off." He's like, "I don't care, mom. They could say I'm weird. I don't wanna carry this stigma forever." "Okay." I said, I'm cool with it. I get it." And so he couldn't tell anyone, like, "Well, I have Asperger's and I can't handle this kind of thing." You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't want anyone to know. So it took a toll on him, but thank God everything worked out and everything is fine. But when I heard this story, that's what I thought of because you just don't know. You don't like the guys in the fraternity that banned him, they didn't know that he has autism. They didn't know that, you know, his autism would never allow him to, and his awesome mom would never allow him to, try rape a girl or anything like that. Like, if a girl says no, he respects their boundaries and no is no. End of story. Like, I know my son. But what I'm saying is, all the people that bullied him, they didn't know his story. They didn't know that he has Asperger's or that could affect him far worse, than the normal person. There were rumors going all around school. It was bad. So my point is, you just never know what someone is going through and you never know where their head's at. You just don't. And that now bring it back to YouTube. We don't know what Britney's going through. We don't know. uh, I don't know. I hate to stick up for Queen Bee, but honestly, we don't know what QB is going through. We don't know what anybody's going through. And it's okay if you want to make a comment about someone. You want to make a live about someone. You have an opinion about someone. That's perfectly fine. Have an opinion. Do whatever you have to do, but the nonstop incestuous day after day after day after day, not incestuous, whatever the word is, day after day, it's too much. It's way too much. It's it gets to the point, and I know this from my own self, it gets to the point where Brittany's gonna wake up one day and not know how to be normal because she's so used to being on a defense. That's not a good place to be. I've been there. It's not a happy place to be. It's not a good place to be. And I remember saying to my old mods at one point, now that the fighting has stopped, I don't fucking know what to do with myself. All I know how to do is respond. All I know how to do is answer them. How do I stop it? Ignoring doesn't seem to matter. It really doesn't. People used to tell me to ignore. I ignore 95% of what goes on now. It still doesn't seem to make a difference. So, in my studies this morning, I came across a video that was made probably at like 6 in the morning. It's not long, but I think it's worth listening to. It's from one of Granny's diehard mods. She makes a lot of sense in it. She gets something wrong about me, but she makes a lot of sense in it. But it seems that Dark Heart admitted to being the one that called CPS on Brittany. Not only did she call the police, but now she called CPS. Okay. I'm going to say again the same thing that I said 3 months ago. All these people want to sit back and say, "We're against it. We're against it." But you do not know the mental health of another creator. You of another sub. You are only speaking for your immediate crew, but you have thousands of subs. You don't know their mental health, and I can assure you, I've seen some fucked up individuals over the years. And it's sad that these people think Well, I can talk about someone every single day and, as long as I don't call CPS, everything will be fine. No, that's not the way this shit works. I had CPS called on me 5 fucking times. 5 times. 3 of them, I'm pretty sure I knew who it was. I do know who it was. The other 2, skeptical. But do I think that it was somebody that was close to me? No. Do I think it was another creator that was close to me? No. Do I think it was one of the subs? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely it was. Every single time, except maybe the first one, but regardless. If you go after someone every single day and you talk about someone every single fucking day, and you wanna earn brownie points talking to someone every day, what in the fuck do you think your subs do? Do you think they don't wanna earn your brownie points? Do you think they don't want kudos? Because I can assure you, they damn well think they're gonna get some. They damn well think they're doing the right thing, that you're gonna cheer it on, which privately you probably did. You probably did cheer it on privately. I can't imagine why you wouldn't. I mean, you sit there and say she's a horrible mom, she's this, she's that. Well, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? Do you not think someone's gonna finally decide, "Let me call CPS"? Of course they are. You should hear some of the fucking ridiculous rumors that CPS was called on me. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. But you could tell it all came from YouTube, from the things they were saying. It was obvious from fucking YouTube. I am so sick and tired of hearing BJ bring this on herself. Let me tell you why. And let me make this clear. I'm not BJ's biggest fan at all. Hey, Jenny, you don't see me in BJ's chats. You don't see me conversing with BJ. You don't see me and BJ behind the scenes. So believe me, I'm not BJ's biggest fucking fan. I don't agree with a lot of shit she does. Oh my God, I just went on a whole fucking rant and you guys didn't hear shit. Oh. All right, I'll try that again. I am so fucking sick and tired of hearing people say how Britney caused this on herself. Britney did not cause this on herself. Britney had absolutely zero control over what someone else does. These people are grown women. They're not little kids. They're not fucking, they are grown women. And grown women can control themselves. I am responsible for me. Hold on. Brittany is responsible for Brittany. Queen Bee is responsible for Queen Bee. Jonesin is responsible for Jonesin. I am so tired of hearing that somebody brought it on themselves. No, they didn't. Sorry, not sorry. And anyone that says that is looking for an excuse to be a fucking cunt. Plain and simple. Hate to say it, but it's true. It's not Britney's fault. I don't care if Britney's the worst person in the world. You know what? 2 years ago, nobody gave a fuck what Britney did except Granny. Here's another example, Natasha Cooper. Natasha Cooper had CPS called on her a shitload of times when Granny was talking about her over and over and over. Is it Granny's fault? Did Natasha bring it on herself? No, she didn't. Now, all right. The flip side of that is you look at Boogie, I forgot his numbers, but Boogie from Lolcow Community used to be a gamer. Boogie lied about cancer. Boogie got a lot of hate because of that. That's someone that brought it on himself. He lied to his audience, he lied to his subs, and said that he had cancer that he never fucking had. That is someone that brought on hate by himself. That's the difference. Britney didn't do any of that. Okay. So this comes from Megan VR, who, as you guys know, is one of Granny's like super mods for a long time. She happened to do a good video. And you'll understand why I think it's a good video about halfway through it.
Hey everybody. So this is a very impromptu live. I don't really expect anybody to be here. I am on my way to work. But I didn't feel like this could wait. So I went to sleep very early last night and woke up like 4:30 or some shit like that. And decided to listen to Britney's, which is a mistake as usual. And something got me really heated. Hey, Billy. I'm at a stoplight, so I can read it. I'm on my way to work. So last night she started her drama bullshit again, and then it comes out that Dark Horse admits to calling CPS on Britney. Now, before, all she did was admit to the wellness check or calling the police or whatever. But then it came out that she...
Okay, let me also tell you guys have the power to get Britney to stop. You want to know how? Stop donating. Stop donating to drama streams. I mean that wholeheartedly. That is how you will get her to stop doing drama streams and ignore them, is if she makes no money. And I mean that 100%. You guys might think I'm crazy. Tip her, donate to her for true crime, but stop donating to her for drama and she will stop the drama.
actually called CPS. Which, what frustrated me about the whole thing is she puts this comment that says that she called CPS and that other people did too. And right away, Britney before had called her a liar, right? But then when she makes that comment, she says that other people have called. All of a sudden, she's telling the truth. Who else called? Somebody must have called. She said that somebody else called. So why the fuck do you believe her now with that one comment, but you didn't believe her before? Then she goes on to play her on Queen's panel, I guess. I haven't heard the whole thing. I heard the small snippet she played before I decided to go live. Hey, CJ. And she's literally up there. Dark Horse is literally up there admitting it and saying like it was a good thing. And then Britney thinks that everybody else is like good with this. You know what I mean? Like we're just okay with it. When she was getting backlash from it, fucking Laura, like was kicked out of the community basically for calling.
Okay, Laura was not kicked out of the fucking community. Just because Queen Bee says Laura is kicked out of the community, no, Laura was not kicked out of the community. Laura rose above, and if weak ass people don't want to come in here because of a mistake I made 5 years ago, that's on them. Believe me, you support a lot worse, Megan. Just saying.
CPS. Laura lied for 3 fucking years.
Megan, what the fuck did you think I was going to do? I mean, for real. Do you think I wasn't going to lie about it? I mean, let's be honest. Of course I was going to fucking lie about it. At least I didn't lie about cancer.
And so she's all trying to find the clip where Dark Horse said that she didn't call CPS and that the only reason that she called the cops because she felt bad that someone called CPS. It's like, obviously this bitch is a fucking psychopathic liar, right? So, but you're going to pick and choose what the fuck that you're going to believe? That doesn't make any fucking sense, Brittany. And then she went back to say, this is all Granny's fault. This is all Granny and the mod's fault for the past 3 years of this bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Guess what didn't happen the past 3 years, Brittany? Nobody fucking doxed you. Nobody called CPS on you. None of this shit happened because we aren't for this shit.
See, you just said it, Megan, and you're right. This didn't happen 3 years ago. This didn't happen 2 years ago. It just didn't happen. But it happened now. It happened when she's dogpiled, not when it's one-on-one, like when it was her and Granny or TT. But Granny claims that someone called CPS on her. I've heard it a few times. Natasha Cooper, when Granny was going after her. You guys make it out like nobody's ever called CPS. Get the fuck out of here. Every single creator in this community has had CPS called on them. I mean, and someone's doing it. So let's not act like it's, oh my God, we don't believe in it. Yeah, you do. Because Brittany had someone called at her school. Uh, MGL had it called to her school. I mean, come on.
We've never been for this shit. There was one time that CPS was called on somebody. I was not a part of it. And that person admitted it, but it was a true worry as to what was going on at the time, right? But nobody has ever
Bullshit. There was no true worry about anything.
called CPS just for the fucking hell of it to get back at somebody. Like the shit that this Dark Horse was saying. Yeah, she really is, CJ. Hey, Sarah. The shit that this person was saying, like it was a good thing. Like, the fuck? CPS is never a fucking good thing. She is a fucking psycho. And she's turned on so many people. And the thing is, she wants to blame Granny and she wants to blame us mods when none of this has ever happened before, right? She wants to claim inciting, but let's just forget everything that fucking Brittany has said, right? Let's just forget it all. I mean, she didn't do anything. People are just picking on her for no fucking reason. She's not poking and poking and poking and poking at people. She's not making fun of the way people talk and calling. What was she just joking 2 nights ago about somebody having a huge head and whatever, right? She continues to poke. I've gone to her privately. I said, if you want this to stop, you need to fucking stop. You know what she tells me? I'm not going to stop. So if you're not going to fucking stop, and I'll show that fucking proof, Brittany.
Megan, here's my question. Did you go to Clue and say you need to stop? Did you go to Queen Bee and say you need to stop? Did you go to everybody and say you need to stop? I mean, I know you must said it to Granny because Granny did stop. Did you go to Jay and say you need to stop, or did you just go to Brittany? Now, in all fairness, I understand why she would have gone to Brittany. I understand that her and Brittany and Granny, they go way back. So I understand that it's not like Patty, whatever the fuck her name is. It's not like her. I do believe Megan probably went to Brittany with good intention, but I'm just curious if she went to everybody else. And I'm going to guess that answer is no, but I'll let her tell me.
I have no problem showing that proof. I told you, you want this to stop, you need to fucking stop.
Why does Brittany have to be the one to stop? Why can't Clue stop? Why can't Jay stop? Why can't Queen Bee stop? Why does Brittany have to be the one to stop? Get the fuck out of here.
I stopped really talking about her. I stopped really posting about her. Because, I don't like the gang mentality. I watched what happened with Jess on it, and it was too fucking much. But then she's still gonna fucking blame Granny and us mods, and I'm fucking over it. I am so fucking over it. Granny's made it clear that she does not like what's going on, right? She's made it fucking clear. She's told her friends to please stop. All it's doing is bringing traffic to Brittany. All it's done is giving her victimhood. You're making her a victim by doing it, right? And does it stop? No. Obviously, Granny's control sucks, right? Oh my God, I'm so over this.
Jenny, thank you so much. I just saw it and I was like, do I have to check my email too? But then you wrote that. Thank you so, so much.
Sorry, I just had to do this. I had to get it off my mind because it was going to piss me off today. Obviously, Dorcas Justice is alone in this, okay? Nobody should be giving her any fucking platform or any of their fucking time. She needs to fucking go. She obviously has some fucking issues.
Now, I also want to state something. The difference between, I know I saw it. Thank you so much, Jenny. The difference between my CPS call and Dark Horse, big difference. Dark Heart. Here's the main differences. One, Dark Heart is not Dark Heart, whatever, DH, is not being attacked every single day. Her entire world is not being attacked. Her business isn't being attacked. Her kids aren't being attacked. She has no, there was no reason for her to call other than to earn brownie points. Totally different scenario than mine. And why I just couldn't fucking take anymore. Completely different. And I think when a sub does it, and you don't that sub is never even talked about, that it's just a totally different fucking ball game.
Calling CPS on Brittany was not okay. Period. Fucking period. Hey, Solo. She doesn't stop. I know. It's like.
But Megan, QB doesn't stop. Jay doesn't stop. Clue doesn't stop. Trisha doesn't stop. The list goes on with people that don't stop. Why are you singling out fucking Brittany? Why don't you go to the people that go after her every fucking day? Talk to them.
I mean, I don't even know what else to say to her. It's like your subs are getting tired of it. They're telling you they're getting tired of it, and you don't care. Brittany, you are right back to where you were back in 2022 when you were trying to get into true crime. And we kept begging you to please stop talking about the drama. Please stop going into drama streams. And that's all you fucking did. Is you
I'm not sure who she is, Yarn. She's just a new creator from the UK or something. I don't know. She had an accent that I played yesterday. A lot of new creators popped up just to go after Britney.
Went into fucking drama streams. Then we had to get to the point because you wouldn't fucking stop to tell you if you're going to go into the drama streams, at least go under a goddamn alt. Because then the backlash wouldn't fucking be on you so quick. But you didn't fucking listen. You still did it, and then cried the next day when Jessica went out at you because you were in Lycans talking shit about her. For fuck's sake, man, you don't know when to fucking stop. Your ego is getting the fucking best of you. You have people that want you to do true crime. If they fucking stream you, so fucking what?
Megan, since when do you care about Britney? I th- this is I'm sorry, but this seems fake to me because she doesn't give a fuck about Britney.
If they snipe you, so fucking what? God damn. Why do you care? If your friends suck, Megan and Kelsey and all of them, they fucking suck as friends. You know why they suck as friends? Because they keep telling you what the fuck is going on. Guess what we don't do with Jessica? We don't tell her what the fuck is going on. Period. We don't tell her. Because it'll drive her fucking crazy. She doesn't want to fucking hear it. Your friends need to stop fucking telling you what the fuck is going on. Period. If they care about you. And if they truly want you to do true crime over the drama, they need to shut the fuck up. I agree, Sarah. Like, it's not that hard to fucking understand. She goes live and then she cries, "Oh, they're sniping me." And then she's going to pull up all these things. Who fucking cares? They're going to get bored. You know why they keep streaming you, Brittany? It's because you keep giving them fucking content, dumbass. You getting all upset and crying and bitching. They live for that shit. They like making you react, and you're giving it to them like an idiot. So if you want to stop,
Now understand something. She's not wrong in what she's saying. I just feel like why would Megan care this much about Britney stopping? That's the part I'm not getting. But she's not wrong in what she's saying. She's actually right.
focus on your true crime, ignore the bullshit. Talk about it behind the scenes, whatever, but keep it away from your fucking channel. And I don't even know why I'm giving you advice, except the fact that I'm so fucking sick of you blaming Granny and us mods for your fucking bullshit.
And I have to agree with that too. I do not think that all of this hate comes from Granny. It comes from GW. I am from GW. It comes from what's her name? Queen Bee. That's where all this hate comes from. She wants to easily blame Granny because that's the easy thing to do. No, this isn't Granny. This has to do with that video and QB.
Jesus. Hey, Savannah. Sorry if I didn't say hey to everybody. Hey, to I'm driving, so I'm not really watching chat unless I stop. So, I don't know. That just pissed me off. It's like, is Dark Horse a liar or not? Obviously, she's got fucking issues. She's serious fucking issues. Like, to think that she fucking did anything good with this whole situation. Like, just. London. I know, I am. It's just like, I'm so sick of hearing it. You know what I mean? And I can't fucking watch a channel without fucking seeing it. it's frustrating. I haven't really been like much in Clues or Queens or anybody because it's nonstop Britney, and I just can't anymore. I get so fucking tired of hearing the fucking victim shit. They've only been dealing with it for like a year. We've been with it for
They are not dealing with anything, Megan. They choose it. That's what you're not getting. They choose to make Britney a victim. They choose to do what they do to Britney. Why? Because they make money at it. That's why. Again, it's not because Britney is just so horrible. It's because that's what they're choosing to do. Big, big difference.
3+ years, and it's tiring. It's fucking tiring. Hey, Shift. Hey, Lolly. Yeah, I can't. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. I should not have turned that shit on. That's all I'm gonna say. Hi, Miss Liverbird. Good to see you. So that's really all I wanted to get out. I'm just over the constant blaming. I'm just over it. She called. She did it alone. Fuck your inciting bullshit. Like, none of us were for that. I'm just so sick of your fucking excuses. Like,
None of you are for it, but what in the fuck do you think is going to happen when when you go after someone minute after minute, day after day? What do you think is going to happen? The creator is either going to take it too far themselves, they're going to fight back, they're going to do something that they shouldn't do, or the subs are going to fucking cause some kind of chaos. That's what happens. And I hate to say it, but QB has like a fucking cult running over there. So does Clue. They're so fucking blind. So does Granny. They're so fucking blind to what their creator does that they don't even see it, and they just run with the crowd, and they just run with, oh, it's Britney, Britney, Britney. It's this. It's no, it's them. Go take this same fucking energy, Megan, and go tell it to Queen Bee. Go take this same fucking energy and tell it to Clue, because I don't hear anybody telling it to them. I'm sure you've said it to Granny, which is why Granny doesn't really talk about Britney much, but she's got Jay doing all the dirty work. When does it end? What, you guys want Britney to end up fucking dead? I mean, what do you want out of Britney? And I know everyone would be like, no, we don't want that. Of course not, because then how would you make money? When I stopped being a moneymaker, they moved on to Betty. Plain and simple. When Betty stopped being a moneymaker, they moved on to Britney. You want this to change, stop fucking supporting it. Stop giving money for drama. And guess what? It'll stop real fucking quick.
you don't do anything wrong. I try not to be an asshole, but God, man, sometimes I just get sick of it. Right? I haven't been watching it, Pristine. Like, I watch like a couple minutes or something like that, or I hear it on another stream, but
No, I said burnt toast does. QB, uh, Clue, Granny, Jay, they're not going after people they think are below them. They're going after somebody that they think is above them. Brittany obviously has something they want that they're trying to tear it down. Burnt Toast goes after people that she feels are beneath them. But the rest of them, no, it's actually the opposite. And I said that from jump. that they definitely Britney's got something on them that they're so afraid or so insecure, uh, that she's gonna do, and I always said that about myself too. Like, all the people coming after me, like, "Go get a fucking life. I'm sorry, you're a loser."
I can't watch the full live. I can't. I just can't. Oh, did it go on there? Sandro, I see you. Sandro, I haven't been doing drama on this channel. Well, okay, I haven't been doing anything on this channel, to be fair. It's so bad. Miss you, Sandro. For real, Sarah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm fucking over. It's like we don't even talk about her. Like, every once in a while, like Jeff.
Megan, let's be for real. Granny just went on like a 3-day rant about her. I mean, stop with the we don't even talk about it. Yes, you do. Just stop.
Will finally get fed up, right? And do a live. But I mean, the way that she's making it sound, it's like Jess is part of all this all day, every day. And if you hear when they talk about it, it's just a couple of the channels. And I like those creators. I'm just sick of hearing Brittany. Just like I'm sure that Brittany subs are sick of hearing about the drama too. Bye, Shit. Have a good day. Um,
See, now here's the thing though. Megan, here's some advice. If you really truly feel bad for Brittany, then have Granny make a peace offering with Brittany and have them panel up together. You'll see how the rest will fall off. But you know what? That'll never happen. It'll never happen because Granny can't do it because then she might fuck up her relationship with Queen Bee and Clue. So save your moral authority attitude for Granny because it's bullshit. And I'm telling you right now, if there was any sort of reality in it, then have Granny team up with fucking Brittany and say, we end this. We're going to end this right now. If you're so sick of it and Granny's so sick of it, as you just said, okay, then end it now. You know what? Me and Brittany called a truce. We're going to, we were friends once. We're going to be friends again. Let's just cut the bullshit. We'll see how fast Granny's quote unquote friends are there for her.
yeah, I can't do it. I mean, there's plenty of cases out there. Come on, like, we move on to something else, or I don't know, just something. Oh, all right. I better get off of here. I am about 3 minutes away from work. It's true, Lolly. It's true. I mean, Brittany keeps growing despite everything. Why? It's because she's constantly being played. She's constantly being advertised. You know, all you're doing is helping her by doing it, and then you're making her the victim. And there are some serious parasocial relationships going on with her that you're not you might get some people who finally see it, but people really need to see it for themselves. And like, let's take Nana for example, right?
You're right, Megan. Like faking cancer and lying to everybody about how you're dying. You mean like that? Yeah, we all saw that. But that you have no problem with. Queen Bee lying about everything, but you don't have a problem with that. You like her. Clue being a racist, but you don't have a problem with that, right? Come on, Megan. You're better than this.
Nana was super parasocial with her, right? And what finally, I think, and I haven't talked to Nana and I barely see her in the chat, right? I don't really watch her comments, but I think what finally got to her was the way that she reacted when her husband died, the way that Brittany reacted.
Okay. I'm going to say something that some people may not like. We are fucking creators. We're not therapists. I'm sorry that Brittany couldn't handle her sub's husband's death or didn't say the right thing. She's not a fucking psychiatrist. She is she's a YouTube creator, just another asshole around here. Brittany has thousands of people that she can deal with on a daily basis. She gets hundreds in her chat on a daily basis. She is not a therapist. It is absolutely awful that Nana's husband died, but it's not on Brittany. And did Brittany handle it wrong? I have no idea. I didn't watch it. I have no idea. But I know from my own self, we forget. It's not that we're selfish. It's not that we're trying to be selfish, but Nana's not the only person Brittany deals with on a daily basis. And she's not the only sub. So if Nana felt hurt by it, then she should have gone to Brittany and said, Brittany, I've been a supporter of you. I'm close to you, and spoke to her one-on-one. But what did she do? She ran to the other side. And then you have Queen Bee sitting over there going, oh, Nana, we're so sorry she did that to you. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't give two fucks. You just want to win. You just want to get Brittany's people away from her. And again, I don't know the situation. I did not watch it. So just understand that. But unless Nana was her bestie and they spoke every day, like I'll give you an example. One of my mods recently had COVID. I love this mod. This mod is stuck by me through thick and thin. Second day she had COVID. I asked how she was feeling. I think I asked her once more after that. I haven't asked her since. Not that I don't care. It's not that I'm selfish. I just forgot. I'm dealing with a lot of other people and I just happen to forget. So, and someone else asked her. So I knew she was fine. But my point is, for them to make this out like, oh, the way she handled it. Well, maybe Nana didn't go to her. Maybe Brittany did handle it wrong. But Brittany's one fucking person. And I'm just so sick and tired of everybody thinking that they're the most important in a creator's life. You might not be. You might be, but you might not be. So just chill out on, oh, the way she handled it. Maybe Brittany was fucking dealing with CPS that day. Who the fuck knows?
I think that that's finally when Nana woke up, because she is never really truly there for anyone else. And the fact, I'm sure that she was annoyed that it was brought up while she was live. And then she basically felt guilted into ending it. And then thought, I'm going to do it members only, because then she can't see that I'm going live. Even though so many other people have a membership, because when you constantly push memberships like that, the people that don't like you are going to get them too, and then it's going to fucking spread. You know what I mean? So it was fucking stupid. But instead of getting off and like having a conversation and being there for her friend, she decides to go live and basically says, text me or email me or whatever if you want to. Like, that's not a fucking friend. And that's true Brittany right there. But I think that she had to finally see it for herself to really understand, Yeah, I won't.
And words to the wise, do not have mod chats. Every single private mod chat that I've had, hey Vanessa, hey Jules, has burned me in the end. So now Now there is no fucking private chats. Now we just have Patreon chat and that's it. And everybody that's in Patreon can see the chat. And you know what? I haven't gotten burned. Uh, Private chats get you burned. Word to the wise.
I won't say she's on anything.
Jenny, unfortunately, I haven't followed it, but Amber has. So if Amber's still in there, she's been watching it. I think Sly has too, but I know Amber's been watching it nonstop.
I won't. But I'm not even that harsh against her. And I'm not going to sit there and make fun of her looks and all of this shit. I'm not going to do all that. That's another thing that's annoying too is, we're the worst. Us mods are the worst, yet we're doing the least. Just fucking irritating is all. But no, she doesn't really truly care about other people. Like, take something really heavy to her and she doesn't want to fucking hear it. And don't you dare bring it up while she's live. That'll really, piss her off. So, I don't know. Just over it. Over it all. No, well, yeah, they say so much. They put so much hurtful shit out there and say so much about people. And then, yeah, when you fall out, it's like, I don't know if that's the way that you are. I don't want that. Hey, Aquarium baby, good to see you. I stopped, so catch up. You think that's what it is, Sarah? The end of the month shit. Oh, great. So what is today? The 25th. So it's just gonna get worse, right? Toward the end of the month. Yeah, I agree with that, Lolly. Christine. Oh man. I don't know. Let me get back to some laughing and shit like that. It's been heavy in both communities lately, and it's just, I don't know, it makes me want to just retreat and watch Netflix or some shit.
The main thing I don't understand is for days, I have heard people try to talk to Brittany. Why don't they take that same fucking energy and put it towards Clue, put it towards Jay, put it towards Queen Bee? I don't see any of these people jumping on panels on QB, and there's always an open panel, as she says. So why aren't they jumping on QB's panel saying enough is enough? Why aren't they jumping on Clue's panel saying enough is enough? Jay's panel, enough is enough. I don't even think they know why. See, that's the problem too, Million. I agree with you because they don't want to be a target, which means they know that these people are going real life. I heard Clue threaten to call CPS on Brittany. Oh, I'd love to see the hypocrisy in that one. But it's okay for Clue to say it, right? Because it's Clue. What are you afraid Clue's going to do to you? Well, then why do you support her? If you're that worried about someone going real life, why support her? And Megan said in this interview, in this live, she specifically said she likes QB and she likes Clue. Why? What makes you like them? They're hypocrites. They're fucking real lifers. And again, we're so against real lifers around here, right? Real life ain't so wrong, but here they are supporting real lifers. Make it make sense. Yeah, Clue is deep diving on Britney's mods, 100%. Gave out first names, whatchamacallit. QB's doing the same thing to Sinner. We don't know these mods. We don't know what kind of headspace they're in. They did that to my mods a long time ago. They made a whole video with their Facebook pictures. I mean, my mods are strong enough to laugh at it, but they don't know who the fuck they don't know who these people are. Hey, Johnny.
But all right, guys, I just got to work. I'm still fucking tired. How the hell am I still tired? I need to get some coffee. Oh man, I went to bed at what time was I woke up at 4:30. Alive at like 5 something, right? So yeah, 2 hours ago, and now she's back on. That's so weird. Oh well. All right, I am going to head off and get in here.
MFW started that actually. All her mods were like MFW1, MFW2, MFW3. I've asked my mods if they wanted to do it in the past, and they were all like, no, fuck them. We don't care. Okay. I get it. But when they can't get to you, now they're going to go after your mods. Like, I don't even know what Clue's whole point is. Like, what is she trying to do? Intimidation is not a good look, but what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get Britney's channel shut down? What the fuck are you going to talk about every day? It, you're not going to get her channel shut down. And Megan made a good point. You're only going to grow her channel. It's going to grow for a while and then it's going to start tanking. But a lot of people who didn't know who Britney was now know who Britney is. But they're trying to scare people from going in Britney's chat. It started with um it started with Granny and then went to QB, but I'm telling you, all of this hate is not from Granny. All of this hate is from fucking Queen Bee. Queen Bee has a power over a lot of people in this community, and I can't fucking figure out why. I just can't. Angela, at no point did I compare the two. At no point. What I did say is that whether it's me, whether it's Queen Bee, whether it's Clue, whether it's fucking anybody, anyone that gets fucking bullied on a daily basis, this could happen. That's what I said. And that is a fucking fact. And that's a fact that you just don't want to fucking realize. No, Angela, I used her because that is who I spoke about the first half of this video. So you might want to rewind it. And at no point did I compare the two. So don't come in here acting like you know what you're talking about when you obviously don't have a fucking clue. Mental health awareness, exactly. Anyone that is out to destroy anybody on the internet is a fucking loser. Plain and simple. You heard me say it. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if they're my friend or my enemy. If you come on the internet that you're out to destroy someone and that you want to see someone's channel gone, you're a fucking loser. Plain and simple. Is UK creators should also know our online law. Yeah, I heard the UK has interesting laws. Definitely different than the laws here. Okay, maybe you didn't hear me, Angela, but let me make this clear. Okay? Let me make this loud and clear. The reason why everybody is after BJ is because QB got busted on a video that she was getting from KKK, whatever the fuck, cotton candy, because she was getting a video and she asked for a video from cotton candy and she didn't want to take the heat for it. So she decided, let's start a hate campaign against BJ. That is how all of this started. And that is what caused everybody to go after BJ. So all of you assholes that want to sit there and be like, oh, Brittany causes, Brittany this, Brittany that. No, try again. Try the fuck again, because that's not what happened. This was all because QB didn't want to get busted. And she didn't want to look like an asshole. And I'll go one step further. People that constantly share screenshots because of people that they're no longer friends with, you are fucking disgusting too. And you are part of the problem too. And let me also say, the video, although I never saw it, is a fucking child. A child, not CSAM, not some hidden fucking agenda. It was a child being funny or thought he was being funny. I'll go one step further. It was an autistic child that was being cute and funny that thought he was being cute and funny. And his older brother thought it was cute and funny too. There is nothing fucking wrong with that. That is not CSAM. That is not some, crazy fucking, oh my God, it was naked video. It was a fucking child. And anybody that looks at a child in a sexual manner, you are the fucking problem. Now, did Queen Bee have to have the video? Absolutely not. I have no idea why she wanted the video. But regardless, at the end of the day, it's a child being a child. And if people think that's sexual, then you must have something seriously wrong growing up, because I'm sorry, there is nothing a child will do that will make me look at them in a sexual manner. I don't care I don't care if a child runs around fucking naked. I still don't see it in a sexual manner. I don't look at children in a sexual manner. And anyone that does, you're fucking gross and you are the problem. So all these people that want to fucking, oh my God, Brittany, that's CSAM and that's porn and that's it. No, it's not. It's a fucking child. Stop looking at an innocent little child who did an innocent fucking, stupid act of twerking that everyone was fucking doing at the time, and stop making it into something that it's absolutely not. Because again, you're the fucking problem. You're the sick one, not some innocent fucking child. I can't stand when people look at kids in a sexual way. It's fucking gross. Stop looking at children in a sexual way or thinking that something is sexual. It's not fucking sexual. It's a goddamn fucking child. And it's gross. Doesn't matter if Queen got 20 people to take down their post. Doesn't negate the fact she got busted lying about reporter. That's true too. But that's a whole nother issue, truth it out. Hey, KCC. That's a whole nother issue. And then you got Jones in fighting with Sinner on her community wall. Ugh. Stop the inner fighting. She kept it and used it against Brittany when Brittany took up for Savage. But that's what I'm saying. The whole thing is so fucking stupid. It's a child. Stop looking at children as sexual. The kid was fucking twerking. Big deal. He's a child. That's what he sees on TV. I mean, there's so many videos online that I cringe. I'm like, but the parents don't care. You look at YouTube shorts. You have all these little kids dancing like, they're 20. Do you look at them and say, ooh, they're sexual? Fuck no. They're just being kids. They're innocent children. See, Angela, that's the thing. It doesn't matter if it was her place to report it. I agree with you, but she said she did. She said she reported it. She said that that's why she wanted the video. It was all a fucking lie. That's the point people are trying to make. It was a lie. Jones had proved it was a lie. I agree. Well, she wanted content, just me. That's how it started. She just wanted content to talk about something. That is what she said. Why do you think? All right, let's back up, Angela. Why do you think Jonesin did a FOIA on her to prove that she was a liar? We all knew she was lying, but they did a FOIA on her. Jonesin did a FOIA on her to prove that it was a lie. So, yes, that is exactly what she said. Or there wouldn't have been a FOIA. Jonesin wouldn't have had to put a FOIA out if that's not what was said. That's exactly what was said. No, that's what she said the second time around, Angela. Get your facts straight. That is what she said after the FOIA came out, after she got busted. See, this is what Queens Bee people do. They're fucking clueless. They hear half truths. Because I can tell you, point out, that happened after the FOIA. That didn't happen before the FOIA. And again, use common sense, because if she said that, the FOIA wouldn't have happened. Jonesin wouldn't have had to get a FOIA if QB casually said, well, she was already talking to the cop. That's not what was said. She clearly said she reported the video. She called the police department and reported the video. We all knew she was lying out her fucking ass. So Jonesin went and got a FOIA to prove that she was lying out of her ass. And then QB's story changed. QB said, well, I didn't call them. I was already talking to them about something else. Yeah, that was after the FOIA came out. No, Yarn. But it's funny that you put out enough bullshit and convince people of something, and all of a sudden they forget the original story. Because you just put out other shit and you just forget the original. The original was she called the police and reported it for Britney because she was doing Britney a favor. That was the original story. I don't know why anybody has a fucking video. I don't know why anybody would want the video. I haven't seen Voices at all. Voices, like, in her political world. I mean, I'm still sub to her, so I see her come up, but she's in, like, her political world. She's talking about bombings and shit. They started on Brit on behalf of the. Oh, I forgot about that. You might be right. Protect our own kids from what, Angela? Literally, protect our own kids from what? They were fucking being kids that posted something on our channel. Big fucking deal. You're the adult. Be the adult. That's it. Be the adult. You know better. But everybody's playing around. Hey, Evil Queen, thank you. But everyone's fucking, blaming Britney. Protect them from what? From a bunch of fucking grown-ass women? What the fuck do you want? Should she protect them for? I would think that grown adults know how to fucking act. I would think that grown ass women wouldn't want a video. I would think that grown ass women know not to look at a child as fucking sexual. I I'm sorry. I would think grown ass women know how to fucking act. I said the same thing, just me. Every time I hear someone say Britney asks for it, tell the girl that's raped walking through, a bad area at 3 o'clock in the morning in a short skirt. She asked for it, right? Or the girl that gets drunk at a frat party and gets raped. She asked for it, right? The fuck out of here. Nope, I agree, Jamie. Hey, Brian. It's not an asinine comparison. It's 100% dead on. Angela, you used to go after Granny, and you were friends with Brittany. I remember I was friends with Granny at the time. All the shit that you were going to release, all the stuff that you were going after Granny about, all the private conversations that you were posting about Granny. And now all you did was just change it to Brittany. Now it's Brittany's the worst person in the world. Brittany this, Brittany that. Same thing you did to Granny in reverse. I see a pattern though of you jumping to whoever is the it girl at the time. And you go after whoever is targeted. Sorry, not sorry. I call it as I see it, and that's how I see it. Now that Granny's quote unquote in the it crew, now all of a sudden you love Granny. When Brittany was the it girl, you loved Brittany and you hated Granny. When Natasha was big, you loved Natasha. So, sorry, but I've seen it. And thanks to your buddy Granny, she actually pointed it out to me. She's the one that showed me who you were. And I kind of gave her like, nah, she can't be that crazy. No, she's doing this. She's releasing this. She's lying about this. She's talking like this. I saw who she was. I mean, I saw who you were. And again, I'm an outsider. I was never part of Natasha's crew. I was never part of Granny's crew. I was never part of Brittany's crew. I'm totally an outsider looking in. Brittany needs to be exposed for what? Yeah, I'm part of Laura's crew. But what does Brittany need to be exposed for? Just tell me. Exactly. Her kids uploaded a video. It's not like she just let them go play in the road or on railroad tracks. Exactly. I agree, Grain. So Brittany, hold on. Let's address this for a second. I only got about 10 minutes left, but let's address this for a second. So Brittany needs to be exposed. Has Brittany changed in the last couple of years? I don't think so. Has Brittany changed anything about herself in 3 years? No. According to Granny, Brittany's the same person she was. So how come Brittany didn't need exposure and Angela Clips and Giggles were very close to Brittany, and TT was very close to Brittany, and all these people were very close with Brittany. But now all of a sudden she needs exposure. Well, you can't have it both ways. You either like someone or you don't like someone. You either think that someone needs to be exposed or they don't need to be exposed. But how do they need to be exposed now, but they didn't when you were friends with them and they haven't changed at all? It makes no sense. Like I said, you can't have it both ways. It's one way or the other. And according to Brittany's own friends and ex-friends, Brittany hasn't changed. The same person she's been forever. So, I'm sorry, but you were friends with her. Grant, I completely agree with you. I've been screaming that from the rooftops for months. Yeah, Brittany had an opinion on. Let me tell you something, though, too. On the children thing, people used to say that about my kids. My kids are the most well rounded children ever. And they all hate YouTube because of me. But people were like, oh, your kids heard you, and your kids this, and your kids that. My kids fucking are wonderful kids, all three of them. All three of them turned out amazing. Amazing. And I'm very proud of that. So the kids might see this, and they might end up just fine, realizing that the world is made up of very immature fucking people. Yeah, Britney's making money on drama. Don't be fooled. She is. But Britney's making money, but Clue is making money too. Whatchamacallit? QB is certainly making money. Jay is making money. They're all making money. Oh, I remember that, Brian. She did curse you out. You deserved it. Can you blame her, Jamie? I honestly, can you blame her? She needs somebody to fucking hook up with. She needs to have somebody fucking to be tight with, to fight all these people off. I don't blame her. It's very hard when you're fighting alone. She needs a real lifer just like they are. You know, and fucking Natasha will take on Clue head on. I don't fucking blame her. I would have gone for someone like Natasha too. If I felt like I needed help, I'd go to Natasha. I'd be like, look, these bitches don't fucking stop. And Natasha will make money on it. And, you know, these people will see what it's fucking like. Well, they also have more people in their live reality. But as I said the other day, and nobody listens, they also are much stronger. Everyone on this side fights with each other. Everyone on this side talks about each other. Everyone on this side is not strong like they are. And I said that the other day. I was like, if this side is going to make any fucking progress, then everybody needs to be in sync like they are. And nobody can do it. I think it's worse after I said that. I really think it's gotten worse. But you have all Clue subs, all QB subs, all Granny subs, all J subs, all together, all working together for the quote unquote greater good. But on this side, nobody's doing that. On this side, there's inner fighting everywhere. Jones in making posts about fucking Sinner. That's going to turn, you know, subs off. You got the holier than thou crew. Yeah, it's crazy. What's Natasha gonna do? Well, she'll give Clue a run for her money. I agree, eavesdropper. I agree. But it happens, and these people are fucking relentless, and they don't stop. Oh, they absolutely have more. We should have fucking people need to stop the inner fighting. Everybody. I don't care what the fuck someone does. Everyone should have laid down their swords on this side. You don't have to be besties. Lay down your swords, work together, and you might get somewhere. But everyone on this side is too big of fucking egos, and they can't do it. Not everyone, most. And it was the biggest fucking mistake. I know, it's impossible. But you know what I'm saying, though? That's the only way there'd be any traction on here. You have a fight, do it behind the scenes. You don't think fucking, um, you don't think that Clue and Granny and Jay and QB have ever had a fight? Of course they have. They just do it behind the scenes. And that's another thing. Queen Bee would strike Brittany in a second, so Brittany needs to start striking. Thank you, guilty of crime. Welcome, new subscribers. Hold on. Yes, they have more subs, and a good bit are people who saw the real BJ, just like Nana, seeing who BJ really is, and I'm beyond proud of Nana. Why? Because Brittany's not a fucking psychiatrist? Brittany has thousands of subs. Nana's not her only sub. And personally, I think you guys are just using Nana as a trophy, as a, oh, well, like, I'm sorry, if my husband just died, YouTube would be the last fucking place I'm thinking of. Brittany would be the last motherfucking person I'm thinking of. I would go through my grief. So the fact that she's even fucking worried about Brittany and Queen Bee but give me a fucking break. Worry about your loss. Deal with your loss. I don't even know why everybody keeps talking about Nana. Let her fucking be. They're totally using Nana. All right, Nanny, let me just say this. Even if that's true, okay, I get you. BJ's a liar, but so is fucking Queen Bee. So is Clue. So is Granny. They're all fucking liars. But why is Brittany the only one picked up? And I mean that 100 fucking percent. Queen Bee has lied more than fucking Brittany. That's fact. I don't know about Clue. Granny lied about fucking cancer. That's about as bad as you can fucking get. But nobody cares. Nobody says a word. Get the fuck out of here with, oh, BJ's a liar. They're all fucking liars. Every single one of them are fucking liars. Some just do it better than others. And obviously, QB does it better. I mean, we see the lies. She's got people convinced of shit that's just not even true. Just because they don't want to remember how it actually happened. That's what I'm saying, KCC. They do act like it's a reward. Like, oh, I'm so glad Nanny saw her. Why are you happy? The woman just lost her fucking husband. Why are you happy that, oh, she saw Brittany? She shouldn't even be worried about fucking Brittany. I agree, Grain. Grain, I don't think I've ever agreed with you so much as I have now. No, not all creators lie. No, sorry. Not all creators lie about having cancer. Not all not all creators lie about fucking major shit. Sorry, not sorry. That's what they want you to believe. But no, they don't. As one rule of thumb, I've never lied to my subs about anything major ever. Have I lied about calling CPS a long time ago? Yeah, that I have. So I can't say I've never lied because I did. But other than that, no, I don't lie to my subs. I'm not going to tell my subs I have some dying disease that I don't fucking have. I'm not going to tell my subs that I need money for something if I really don't fucking need it. I'm not going to, and I'm going to show them receipts. That's another thing, receipts. What happened to fucking showing receipts? It's like all of a sudden receipts don't fucking matter. Receipts should always fucking matter. Yeah, I did lie about that, and I own that. Hey, Justice Jane. Which is more than the creators that you follow can say, because they'll never fucking admit to their lies. No, it's lie about the CPS that I denied it for years. Yep, exactly, Amanda. They all make assumptions and then tell their audience it's facts. I beat him, you're right. You are right. The community is not the same as the DC. They got their own way and their own rules. Oh, I didn't know you were going through that, Grain. I'm sorry. Third round of cancer or third round of chemo? I have my oncologist appointment tomorrow. She's going to yell at me for not taking meds. Yeah, not all creators will say they show receipts for lawyer fund and lie. 100%. But that's what these people do. They make excuses for the liars that they follow. They just make excuses for them. Hoghead is MFW, right? Yeah, Hoghead's always been MFW, I think. Yeah. Johnny, she said, and I quote, they told me that I have full-blown cancer. That is a lie. Nobody told you you have full-blown cancer. That right there is a lie. They would not even be able to tell you that without getting a biopsy. And they wouldn't say full-blown. They would say stage 1, 2, 3, or 4. And there's no way they can determine that on just your first, on a mammogram, on the first test, nothing. They need testing to know what stage. So there's that. It's like that can't handle the truth. Yeah, a lot of people can't handle the truth. That's excellent point, Green. And I'm so sorry you're going through that. Yeah, I didn't even know that, Green. Do they know it's cancer? I mean, like, QB's crew, do they know that? Because I didn't know that. Oh, they absolutely turn words around. 100%. Yeah, I'm telling you though, I gave Granny the benefit of the doubt until I actually had cancer and went through it. And then I knew all the terms, I know what they say, I know how it all goes down. I wouldn't have known that until I actually got cancer. But once I had it, I knew that she was lying. So for everyone that thinks, "Oh, she misunderstood," no, she flat out fucking lied. Flat out. No ifs, ands, buts, maybes about it. She flat out fucking lied. No denying it. Hey, Gloria. Is drinking a crime now? No, it should be. I mean, it shouldn't be. Oh, did you miss it? All right, before I go, let me play it so you guys can see it. Just so you don't think I'm fucking crazy, because maybe Granny's another one that pulled what Queen Bee did, and people just don't remember actually what was said. But hold on, I can get that video. Oh, she made. Hmm. I guess like 2 months ago, she put it in different. Hold on. Thank you, guilty of crime.
Sadly mistaken. But let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. And I just want to say this too, because I wasn't going to tell anybody this because it's nobody's business. But I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer. Okay? If you think YouTube is on my fucking mind and not what would happen to me if I fucking die tomorrow, what would happen to my kids, you're mistaken.
Okay, she was diagnosed. This is on April the 9th.
If you think that you're entitled to my personal time when I'm logged off YouTube, you are mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I got bigger things happening in life that don't concern YouTube or a fucking person's feelings. Ask Angela, okay? Ask Amanda. I texted them yesterday and said to them, this is what I just got diagnosed with. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I didn't respond back.
Okay, the sound on this is like fucking impossible. So let me go to the other one. All right. Even at 2 a.m. in a basement after being diagnosed with cervical cancer and dealing with the shameless harassment of the pieces of shit like you all, I still look better than yous. Don't worry, I'll be camming up properly to shut you all down. Ain't no shame in my game. I know who I am.
Let's have a conversation. And I just want to say this too, because I wasn't going to tell anybody this because it's nobody's business, but I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer. Okay? If you think YouTube is on my fucking mind and not what would happen to me if I fucking die tomorrow, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. And I just want to say this too, because I wasn't going to tell anybody this because it's nobody's business, but I was just diagnosed with cervical cancer. Okay? If you think YouTube is on my fucking mind and not what would happen to me if I fucking die tomorrow, what would happen to my kids, you're
Okay, she was just diagnosed with it. This is on April the 9th.
mistaken. If you think that you're entitled to my personal time when I'm logged off YouTube, you are mistaken. Sadly mistaken. I got bigger things happening in life that don't concern YouTube or a fucking person's feelings. Ask Angela, okay? Ask Amanda. I texted them yesterday and said to them, this is what I just got diagnosed with. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I didn't respond back because I logged the fuck off and I spent that time with my kids.
Yes, well,
I'll put proof up if I need to put proof up. Anybody needs proof that I have fun. I mean, that's what I mean. This is how entitled people are to you, though. Like, you're so entitled. You're entitled. No, Kim, it was 2019. It actually progressed already. It's full blown. Yeah.
You're calling anybody's doctor's office and acting like them is impersonating them, Ionic, Ron. And I didn't say I had full-blown cancer. I said I went to my doctor's office. They said I have cervical cancer. Not full-blown cancer, cervical.
No, Kim, it was 2019. It actually progressed already. It's full blown. Yeah.
Never backtracked. Never backtracked. I never said, when I sent that to Tammy that I had full-blown cancer, I said, I just went to the doctor today for a pap smear, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they proceeded to give me testing to get done to see if I have it. That's what the fuck I said. Never backtracked. I never said, when I sent that to Tammy that I had full-blown cancer, I said, I just went to the doctor today for a pap smear, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they proceeded to give me testing. I said, I just went to the doctor today for a pap smear, and they said that I have cervical cancer. I said, I just went. And they said that I have cervical cancer, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they said that I have cervical cancer, and they proceeded to give me testing to get done to see if I have it. That's what the fuck I said. So what happened was I went to the doctor because I was having extreme bleeding. It was my mods, my friends, that told me I need to go to the doctor as soon as possible. I called. They got me in the next day. I went in. During the pap smear, she said to me, honey, your cervix is fried. The slightest touch and it bleeds. I think you have cancer. We're going to order you for testing for cancer. She told me to make sure I have it well. That day, Ahmad was upset that I wasn't answering her phone calls. She didn't make a check and bleeding. So I turned around and I said to Ahmad, listen, I was just told that I have cervical cancer. I'm trying to dissect this. My kids are all I have. I was just told. It was a lot to take in. That Ahmad went into a chat room and said, oh, Bernie's watching a cervical cancer. You're all going to fold. Then I had to mention that to all of you. I would have never mentioned any of that. Any of it. I didn't come on here and do a fundraiser. I didn't come on here and sadfish. I didn't do any of that. I didn't even want to tell anybody. It was nobody's business. It wasn't even something I fucking digested yet. Yeah. There. And you think because I send the paperwork proving I'm going for testing, that proves I don't have it?
Kristen, let us know what it
And
says.
that's your stupid logic? Is that fucking chaos system we're fighting all day?
Just so you know, Natasha Cooper got a hold of her testing. There was nothing ever tested about having cancer. None of it. That's what they're showing.
Fuck you, fuck Tina, and extra fuck you to Sandy.
And a big fuck you too, Jessica.
I'm a single parent. Okay? You told me at the age of 33, some of you weren't making mistakes. Some of you weren't learning, what's okay, what isn't. I'll put proof up on you, put proof on. Anybody needs proof that. I mean, that's what I mean. It's how entitled people are to you, though. Like, you're so entitled. You're entitled. No, okay. It was 2013. It actually progressed already. It's full blown. Yeah. I didn't. The only person I really, I said it right here. I got the diagnosis. I wrote it into the chat room, and I left. It feels hurt for me. So Drew, as a grown person, crying in another chat room, they didn't get my personal time. I never consider what I've got to do on my personal time.
For those who say she didn't lie about cancer, oh, yes, she did. She completely fucking lied. And I actually forgot about the that her medical report came out or something, and there was not one test on here for cancer. There was not a biopsy test order. There was nothing having to do with cancer. The whole thing was a fucking lie. She lied about the whole thing. So, there's that. So that's why I laugh at people that are so oh, Laura made a mistake. Laura did this 4 fucking years ago. But lying about cancer is okay. Get the fuck out of here. She lied to you, Nanny. Do you not get it? She fucking lied. What part of this do you not get? There was never even a fucking test done for cancer. It was a fucking lie. Talk about fucking stupid. She explained it to you because she was screwed. So she had to fucking twist it. And she had to come up with something. Oh, she told you the truth, B. Tim? But yeah, on her test, there was never even a test for cancer. The whole thing was a fucking lie. Because if that was the case, they would have done a test. The only thing they tested her for was HPV. She lied, plain and simple. But that gets forgotten about. Let's just forget that she lied about cancer, said she was dying, was taking her kids on their last trip to she turned into Natasha Cooper. She wanted to be fucking Natasha Cooper. She lied for money, plain and simple. Yeah, she did have a lot of explanations. She put out a journal, Granny's Watch. She did Natasha's. Yeah, I remember that. I forgot about the journals. She put out her daughter, Natasha's daughter's diary or something. Oh, that's right. That's right. She did. Jamie, you're right. I forgot about that. She put out, or she made Lycan put out, Natasha's daughter's journal or diary after she got busted being a liar, and she put it out. I mean, there's like a long history. There's so much shit that went down. One of Natasha's old mods did it. Yeah, she gave it to Lycan. She wasn't gonna put it out herself. One of Natasha's old mods gave it to her, and she gave it to Lycan. Oh, you didn't know that, Nanny? Oh, yeah. That was big, big news back then. And everybody forgot about her cancer lie because of this diary. But it kind of backfired on her. Because Lycan, after they fought, told her who it was. She's a shady bitch. I mean, honestly, she's a shady fucking bitch who wanted to be like Natasha. So she went after Natasha and then she turned into Natasha. Yeah, now she has this bullshit RO against Lycan. She's so scared of Lycan, but she gave Lycan Natasha's daughter's journal. You guys are so fucking fooled. Oh, but Brittany's the bad one. Get the fuck out of here. I agree with that. They're all fucking shady. 100%. Johnny, I have no idea. Yeah, she got her name from Natasha's grandmother or something. No, Grain. She told him to put it out. That's been out there. She told him to put it out. That RO is complete bullshit. She begged him to put it out. He didn't do that on it. He would have never done that on his own. He had nothing to gain from it. She pushed and pushed and pushed. He proved that. She used him to do her dirty work. She's gross. And like I said, I believed her cancer story until I got cancer and I saw how it all went down, how it all works. I mean, fucking Boogie had to put a thing on his face, a tattoo that said liar because he lied about cancer. Nanny, are you really this fucking dumb? I mean, do you just want to blame everybody else? I mean, are you really this fucking dumb? Unbelievable. So now it's everybody's fault except the liar. It's everybody's fault except the person who's actually the one who did it. Pointing out the obvious is you're a fucking idiot. That's pointing out the obvious. I mean, honestly, that's pointing out the obvious. When someone lies about having cancer to an entire community, that should be enough. But when that's not enough, you still can't see the fucking obvious. So, sorry, but the obvious is you're an ass. You're an idiot. And it was her choice to lie about cancer. It was her choice to do what she's done. So, yeah, you're right. But I gotta get out of here. I gotta pop to a shower real quick, and I gotta go do my other job with my favorite little boy. So, time for me to be a nanny. All right, I will see you beautiful people later. Have a wonderful night. Peace. I have a house to myself tonight and 3 dogs, and I'm so excited. Woohoo! Nanny, I just fucking proved to you that she lied. What is wrong with you? It's not a matter of believing. The proof was right there. You really are a fucking blinded fool. Sorry, not sorry. Wow. Wake up. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.